Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. Nifty move. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Again has it complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Now it's Jackson. Going deep for Walker. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
On play action, they'll throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Now 3rd down and very long. They'll look to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Still on his feet. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson. Touchdown! A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. You look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass. But the bottom half of the league,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football. Lost. Yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A punt at 46, a return of 5. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, always
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in halftime.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Dancing to his left. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Irv Smith Jr., a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the side.
Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fisher. Here now, 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Jackson. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. To throw again is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 26, and a conversion there as well on fourth down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Throwing is Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. This one taken in by Olave. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He may go. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. In motion goes the tight end. 2nd and 2. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And now here's another interception. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Flushed out right. No, and that is incomplete. The Raiders hit 5 and 10 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
It's caught to Charles. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw again.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes create a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll go to the keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Chris Olave
In the final seconds of the first half.
and the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Nnamdi Madubuike has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll set up a throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson now. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Baron Browning able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up past the 45.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing is Jackson. Finding Walker complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. To throw again is Jackson.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Jackson from the shotgun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, 27 yards.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll look to throw here. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And able to get this to the 31.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Now it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Ravens have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top again.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And now here's another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here, I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
In motion, the tight end. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at the 42.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Play action. It's Jackson.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are right back in this football game.
And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Carlson on for the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson now.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And now off to the races. Down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
He completes it to Olave.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
The 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
They'll set up to throw.
Open man is Tucker.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Back to throw again.
And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Touchdown Raiders!
CeeDee Lamb.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking taking the lead here in the fourth.
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
And Walker with it over the middle. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Jackson.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Baron Browning
in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing. Jackson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Jackson to throw.
They'll roll him out right. Well, this is caught by Ginn.
And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Las Vegas, they get their 6th win of the season against 10 losses.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.